So the police chief is very suspect. I'm sure he's a criminal. If we just look hard enough, we're going to find his crime. In fact, you don't have to look that hard. By the way, this police chief, now here's the thing that people are making a big deal out of, that he was also the guy in charge of the Las Vegas Strip when there was a Las Vegas shooting massacre. So he goes from one unbelievable tragedy in America 4,000 miles away to the next big, huge crash. Just say people are saying it's suspect.
I told you that thing. So they call Vegas in Hawaii. They call it the ninth island. Vegas.
Yes,
there's a ton of people from Hawaii there.
That's right.
And so there's probably some connection there, or he's related to somebody, or something like that. Is probably what it is. So
here he is. You tell me if this guy isn't corrupt. He won't answer questions.
People here. Maybe it's different for you because you just got here, huh? So it's not the same.
So she's saying maybe it's different for you because you just got here, meaning he just moved to Maui. He wasn't living in Las Vegas. He was the cop in charge of the Las Vegas Strip during the massacre there. And she's saying maybe you don't care because you're new here. And look at him. What kind of a person acts like this?
People here. Maybe it's different for you because you just got here, huh? So it's not the same. It's not the same. No comment.
No comment right now, guys.
Wow. I'm talking to the chief, sir. Yeah. Why doesn't he want to speak to the people? Only to a camera.
She says, how come he always want to speak to the people? He only wants to speak to a camera, meaning at a press conference. And now here's a person, and you got this bald-headed sack of shit, this goon trying to interfere. Why can't he answer her? No comment. Why can't he tell her? He's got to have a little helper, a little protector. This guy's such a coward.
He needs security.
He needs a goon like this to protect him, because that's what cops do. They protect each other, not the people. Don't forget that. What do you want to say, Kurt?
Okay, so he's got the first part of the Pete Buttigieg walk down, but does he have the second part where they record this woman and get her name so they can put her on a list?
Right? Yeah. Here we go.
No, we called up. We've been looking for him. I thought it was top story Tuesdays all over the island. Coffee, cappuccino. Been looking for him for a couple years.
Got your water?
Can you explain photo to me again, sir, and Aloha? I'd love to hear it from you. Why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head, sir? You don't want to answer, huh? Okay.
We'll talk to you another time, guys.
Yeah, you won't talk to us another time. That's the thing. It's a very cowardly move. Shocking. Well, you're not from...
And so what is he hiding? So that guy's a criminal. There's no doubt in my mind that guy's a criminal, and the worst kind of criminal.
He wouldn't have got the job
if he wasn't
for the most corrupt government of descendants of colonists of Hawaii.
So he just, all of a sudden, this guy goes from Las Vegas and the massacre to Maui. He gets the primo police job in the world.
Hey, if you know how to keep your
in the world, he gets the most primo police job in the world after the Las Vegas massacre. Isn't that weird, Kurt?
Well,
that's just by the way, it's just a coincidence.
Much about that massacre.
I don't know anything about it.
That's probably because he did a good job keeping his trap shut.
That's right. He kept. Why was that guy? I've never saw that guy interviewed about the Las Vegas massacre. How come he wasn't interviewed?
The first I'm hearing of him.
First I'm hearing of him too. So he presides over that, and then he's immediately handed the most cush job in the world of policing, the police chief on Maui. And listen to what this guy's story is. So this guy here he's been doing good work. He's interviewing as many people as he can find to talk about what happened. And here's one guy he found.
I think we should get out of here because of the speed of this wind. It could be here in 2 minutes. And
so about what time was this at? By the way, if you guys don't know who this is Fish. He's been sitting next to Cheeseburger in Paradise selling the most awesome stuffs, right, for years. He's like a legend. And everyone loves Fish, and Fish loves everybody. But he's one of the wisest people that I know, by the way. Anyway, Fish, continue.
So I went around back to Front Street, and all the cars were lined up, but none of them were moving. And I walked all the way from Safeway to the Chart House. Not one car had moved. And I was wondering what was stopping the traffic. Well, it was a policeman. And I got to the end, and I looked up north. There were no obstructions. There was no reason to keep those cars there.
Are you serious?
I'm serious as a heart attack. And I said, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm under orders to keep them here. And I said, the fire is right around Safeway. It's going to hit Front Street, these people got to get out of here. And he said, I'm following orders.
No way.
And I keep walking down the highway, and I look behind, no cars are coming out. I walked all the way to Waikuli Beach, still no cars coming out. And I started hearing boom, boom, boom. And then I heard people screaming and stuff.
You're saying they were blockaded in by the police at the end of Front Street?
Yeah.
Like where the restaurant is?
Right, where the chart house
Where the chart house was, I should say. There was a blockade there, and they could not go any further.
Right. I walked.
What the hell?
I walked all the way from Safeway to there. Not one car had moved. But all the way to, like I said, the Civic Center. And then I started hearing all the explosions, and there was no one walking behind me or on bicycles or anything. And I just...
Dude, that is unbelievable.
I had no idea, until the next day when I walked down there of what had happened. I just, oh my.
So did you go up north to your place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe now you know why this guy doesn't want to answer any questions.
So it's not the same.
You tell me that.
No comment.
You're telling me that's a guy who looks like he cares about the people of Maui? That guy looks like he's scared, he's going to get caught, and he's bent on covering up a crime that he's probably committed or involved in. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know what happened in Maui.
If it's not intentional, that's worse.
That's right.
If that was a horrible accident to block people in the fire,
they blocked people in the fire
that bad. I would say you're worse. Like an evil plotter. Like, oh, okay, at least this isn't the most worthless government in the history of the world.
They block what? So again, there's this. So this guy, by the way, this guy's name, this guy who's documenting all this stuff in Hawaii, his name is, on Twitter, he is Salty Goat 17. That's where I got the video from anyway, from Salty Goat. So there you go. So you tell me what's going on with this police chief. And here he is the other day. Here he is, Maui Police Chief John Pelletier confirms they are arresting any and all witnesses who come close to the scene. Then he instructs the press to dox him. Watch what he said. Well, you want to say something?
Okay, so I told you my girlfriend lives out there. That's standard in a thing like this. After there's a fire, because they're pulling bodies out.
Right.
They don't want people coming in looting or doing whatever.
Right.
So if you trespass, it's unusual that you didn't see really any press, but they do even limit press depending on when they've identified everyone.
Right.
The counts for who's dead are much lower than it's going to turn out to be, because there's 1,300 people missing.
And what did they say? How many people have died?
100. But that just means, like, if you're missing,
you're dead.
I remember 9/11, all the missing people.
Yeah.
And you'd see there. It was really depressing because you see all these people's pictures.
Yeah.
You're like, they're not going to find these people.
So, I won't even play this then. But look at that. And you know what's weird is that you see, so people make a big deal out of, there were certain homes that didn't burn. Did you see those videos?
Didn't Oprah's not burn?
Come on. I'm sure Oprah's house didn't burn.
Because Oprah went down there right away, and people were like, I mean, no, I don't know if maybe she was going to help out people with a new car or something, but they trash it for it.
Is a wildfire hot enough to melt steel? Like, I mean, is it?
Is that just mud?
Or is that just mud? I mean,
it's covered. It looks like it's buried in the
is that
mud.
it?
That's what it looks like to me, but I don't know.
So there's and of course there's reports of people volunteering to bring food and supplies to people.
That's
there.
the weird part.
And it's like, what? You mean we can send like that? We just sent another $20 billion to Ukraine. They didn't even have a debate about it. They just did it. They can't send $20 billion to Maui to fix this? I don't understand what's going on. We have to have people volunteers.
Yeah, the weird thing is taking away the supplies of people that are volunteer. Even Katrina, Sean Penn, to his credit, was in his boat picking people out of the water.
Right.
Nobody came and arrested him for that. So that's the part that's real weird. You know?
Is that when people are coming to...
You played the video where the guy said...
This guy says they tried to bring in, watch.
As soon as the locals congregated, gathered supplies, used their own vessels to transport the goods from point A to point B, the government took it away. Realtors are contacting people whose homes just got burned down. Tourists are swimming in the beaches that our family and our friends had to escape to and you're just gonna dive in there like a tragedy didn't just happen. All of you make me sick. You make me sick and you make me regret being alive on the planet. As soon as the...
So that seems sincere. So you tell me. So we don't, again.
More so than the cop.
Yeah, that cop is dirty. That's a dirty cop. Every fiber of my being says that guy's dirty. Every fiber of my being says that guy's
I wonder,
dirty.
you know why I'm curious? Because I told you that in my neighborhood, there's a cop that's a fan of Jimmy Dore show that drove. I thought I was in trouble for something because a police van pulled in and goes, "Hey, Jimmy Dore show." But everything's location. You know, like, I'm curious to talk to other cops about that because you can find out. Cops will tell you what's weird and what's like, you know.
That's weird. So this guy is a criminal.
People here. Maybe it's different for you because you just got here, huh? So it's not the same. It's not the same. No comment. You have to look up a photo.
He won't make eye contact with anybody. He won't make eye contact with that woman. He won't make eye contact with the woman holding the phone in front of him. He won't make eye contact with anybody. And he's the most powerful policeman in all of Maui. He is the law in Maui, and he won't make eye contact with citizens. That guy's a criminal.
I can't believe. Yeah.
It don't matter what job. You could be a cop or like a soldier or comedy. There's a certain group of people that are like the chumps that believed in the thing and we're just doing it. And then there's the smart ones, like in Madness of King George, and he goes, "You were kind to His Majesty, but in the future, a blind eye will serve you better." So same thing, FBI, whole bunch of agents probably did all kinds of dangerous stuff that isn't the crap you see now. The people that move up, they either came in at the top or they keep their trap shut when something, not raise too much of a stink when some violation was going on. That's how you move up. Now that's the only way to move up in any business.
Chief, sir. Yeah. Why doesn't he want to speak to the people? Only to a camera. No, we called up. We've been looking for him. I thought a new top story Tuesdays all over the island. Coffee, cappuccino. I've been looking for him for a couple years. What happened? Can you explain photo to me again, sir, in Aloha? I'd love to hear it from you. Why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head, sir? You don't want to answer, huh? Okay.
To talk to you another time, guys.
Yeah, he won't talk to us another time. That's the thing. It's a very cowardly move. Shocking. Well, you're not from...
Wow.
I just want to keep my head down and do my job, man. I don't want to make. I told you 4 people I know. The ones that aren't just shutting down when you tell them the real things that happen. They'll break down. And go, I just don't want to get in trouble, and I just want to keep and get. Well, okay, well, that's what everybody does.
So we're gonna find out. I have a feeling that it's more than if it's incompetence, he's covering for it. If it's whatever it is, that guy's a liar.
There's no good answer to why
There's no
it's like
good,
this.
Yeah, there's no good answer. Hey, come see us live on tour. We'll be in Salt Lake City, New York City, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, Stamford, Connecticut, Toledo, Detroit, St. Louis, Tampa, Boca Raton, and Orlando. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for all those tickets. See you there.